So in today's video we will discuss about the next phylum of animal kingdom, and that is the platyhelminths. So as the name suggests, so this platy word means flat, and this helminth word means worm. So basically in this phylum we are going to see flat worms, right? So what are the basic characters of this platyhelminths? Their body is dorsoventrally flattened, and hence they are called flatworms. So they are dorsoventrally flattened. So if you see from the dorsal side or ventral side, you will see that their bodies are flattened. That is why they are called flatworms. They are mostly endoparasites found in animals, including inside the human beings. So they are endoparasites. That means they are parasites. Obviously they take nutrition from the living organism, and it is present in an organism. Okay, this is what is a very important point, that platyhelminths are they are endoparasite. Parasites can be of two different types. Either it can be ecto or endo. Ectoparasites means they are present outside the body, they hook upon the organism, they take nutrition from them. Endoparasites means they are present inside the organism, they hook in internal organs and take nutrition from them. They are bilaterally symmetrical, triploblastic, acoelomate, and has organ level of organization. So their symmetry is Their symmetry is bilateral. Right? I have discussed about this bilateral symmetry in the previous videos. They are triploblastic, that means they contain 3 layers of cellular arrangement. They are acoelomate, that means coelom is absent, and they have organ level organization. Okay. The next important point is they have hooks and suckers. There is a small mistake, it will be and. So they have hooks and suckers present in parasitic form to absorb nutrients from the host directly through their body surface. So what they do, they have these structures called hooks and suckers that helps to hook upon particular part of an organism and absorb nutrition, that too directly through their body surface. The next or the fifth point is they have some specialized cells called flame cells, which helps in two different things. One is osmoregulation and the other one is excretion. Sixth point tells us that they are hermaphrodite. Hermaphrodite means that in the same organism you have the male and female structures, or the same organism produces the male and female gametes. So you can write it like this: same organism produces male and female gametes. The next point is fertilization is internal, development is indirect through many larval stages. So their fertilization is internal. That means fusion of gamete occurs inside the organism. Okay. And the next point is the development is indirect. That means they don't directly produce the final stage of the organism, they have some larval stages in between them. One of the most famous hotspot of asking question is some of these platyhelminths have high regeneration capacity. That means if you cut the organism, then 2 new organisms will be formed from there. One such example is planaria. Some other examples are Taenia solium and fasciola hepatica. If I show you the diagrams, then this is the diagram of tinea solium. This is the diagram of what? This is the diagram of tinea solium. So if you see this structure of tinea solium, this portion is called the scolex. This portion is called the scolex. If we magnify this portion, it will show you a structure like this. Let me draw it a bit. So this aboral portion is called rostellum. Okay, these small portions are hooks, and these circular structures, what you can see, they are suckers. And after the suckers, you have the neck portion, and then this complete body is there, in which if you see these structures, these segmented structures, these are called proglottids. These are called proglottids. The one which are present in the lower part of the organism are ones mature, and the one which are present near to the organism, those are immature. So this is the example of tinea solium. TAENIA solium. Another example, obviously this is the scientific name, so I have to put the underline below it. Another example is this one. This is a classical example of fasciola hepatica. Also in common terms, they are called liver fluke. And the last example is the one which can regenerate itself. That means if you cut the organism from the middle, then both parts can regrow into a complete organism. Okay, so what else we need to remember, and what are the specific important points that we need to remember for the NEET, CUET or any other competitive exams are these. Let us revise it once again. So their body shape is dorsoventrally flat. Their parasitic adaptations is that they have hooks and suckers which attach to the host's body. Their digestive system is incomplete or completely absent, since they are taking the nutrition directly from the host where it is already digested. That is why they don't need any digestive system. That is why either if it is present, then it is incomplete, and if it is not present, it is completely absent. Respiration and circulation is absent. They respire via simple diffusion across the body surface. एकदम सीधा body surface से ही exchange of gases takes place. Exchange of gases takes place. Excretory organ is phlegm cells, which is the hallmark feature of this phylum, and it also helps in osmoregulation. They have high power of regeneration, seen practically in this organism called planaria. They are hermaphrodite in nature. That means they have same organism containing male and female structures and producing male and female gametes. Their fertilization is internal. Their development is indirect through multiple larval stages. So these are the few points that you need to remember regarding the phylum Platyhelminth, right? So Platyhelminth means flatworm. They are endoparasites. They are bilaterally symmetrical, triploblastic, acoelomate. They have organ level organization. They have hooks and suckers, through which they can absorb nutrition from the host. They have a specialized cell called flame cells, which helps in osmoregulation and excretion. They are hermaphrodite in nature. That means the same organism contains male and female structures. They have internal fertilization. Their development is indirect through many larval stages, and some of these platyhelminths have a high capacity of regeneration. Example is Planaria, Tinea solium, and Fasciola hepatica. I hope that makes the thing clear to you. Next phylum after platyhelminth is Aschelminthes. Just like platy word means flat, Aschel means round. That means if you take the organism and if you do a cross section, if you take a cross section of it, then you will see that it is round. And obviously the word minthus, or in proper word helminth, means worm. So in this phylum we will see round worms. As I have said just now, so let us move into the characters of this organism. So they are body circular in cross section, and hence they are called roundworms. They may be free living, aquatic, terrestrial, parasitic in plants and animals. So they can be either free living, they can be aquatic, they can be terrestrial, they can be parasitic in nature. In case of plants and animals, both. What kind of level of organization they have? They have organ system level organization. They are bilaterally symmetrical. They are triploblastic in nature. They are pseudocoelomate animals. In the previous case, when we are discussing about the platyhelminths, it was acoelomate. Now in this condition, in case of Aschelminthes, they are pseudocoelomate. The alimentary canal is complete with well-developed muscular pharynx. So by this statement, we mean that since it is complete, obviously they are going to have separate openings for mouth and anus. Not just this, they have mouth and anus. Along with that, they have a muscular pharynx, which is a defining structure of this Aschelminthes. Their excretory tube removes the body waste from the body cavity with the help of excretory pore. I'll show you with the help of a diagram. Let us suppose I'm drawing the diagram here only. So if we have a tube-like structure, let us suppose this is the organism. Just drawing a rough diagram to make you understand. So at this portion we will have their mouth. At this portion they will have their anus. Obviously after the mouth, this is their complete alimentary canal. After the mouth, at this particular point somewhere, they will have the muscular pharynx, right? MP means muscular pharynx. Since I have a limited space there, that is why I have written it in abbreviated form. And at the end of it, where they have the anus, they will have excretory pores. That removes the body waste from the body cavity. Clear? So the excretory tube removes the body waste from the body cavity through a particular structure which are called excretory pores. They are dioecious in nature. What is the meaning of this one? That means that males and females are distinct. They have separate male and female structures. And this thing is very important. Females are longer than that of males. They are dioecious. That means obviously they have separate structure for males and females. And in most of the cases, females are longer compared to that of males. Their fertilization is internal. Development may be direct or indirect. Their fertilization is internal. That means the fusion of the gametes. Fusion of gametes occurs inside the organism, and their development can be either direct, that means it can directly produce a new organism or its offspring, that looks exactly same like that of the parent, or maybe indirect, that means it has some larval stages. Okay. Examples, classical examples are Ascaris lumbricoides, Wuchereria bancrofti, and Ankylostoma. See the diagrams. These diagrams are very important. Diagrams are very interesting also. So if you see this first Astralmenthes, both of them, these two both are falling under Ascaris. So this is a male Ascaris. Ascaris, and this one is a female Ascaris. Where they have mouth, they have lateral line that shows the midline, cloacal aperture, have a curved tail at the end. They have excretory pore, mouth, excretory pore, female genital aperture, lateral line, anus, tail, everything is present, right? The next diagram, what you can see here, is of Wuchereria bancrofti, and the third diagram, this one, is of Ankylostoma. Now for the competitive exams, what are the points that I should remember and should keep in our mind? That their body shape is long, cylindrical, tapered at both ends. It is a tube within tube arrangement. That is why they have a complete alimentary canal with a proper mouth and anus. They have organ system level organization, triploblastic, bilaterally symmetrical. Hallmark feature is having pseudocoelom, right? We have discussed about pseudocoelom. That means the body cavity is not lined by mesoderm. Rather it has scattered pouches. We have seen the diagram before. If you haven't seen, please refer to the previous videos. You can see it there directly. Their alimentary canal is complete with a distinct mouth and anus, with a well-developed muscular pharynx that acts as a pump to suck the food. They have no distinct respiratory organ. It occurs through simple diffusion method. They are dioecious. Dioecious means what? Separate males and females. Females are longer than males. Posterior end of the male is curved ventrally. If you have seen the diagram carefully, if you have seen this diagram of the male Ascaris carefully, the posterior end is curved. So if I want to write it here, what I can write, that it is curved. It is curved ventrally, right? So this is a classical identification feature of a male Ascaris. Excretory tubes removes the body waste with the help of excretory pores. And lastly, fertilization is internal with direct or indirect development. So this is about the phylum Astralmenthes. These are the points that you need to remember regarding Astralmenthes. Let us revise it once again. Their body is circular in cross section, that is why they are called roundworms. They may be free living, aquatic, terrestrial, or parasitic in plants and animals both. They have organ system level organization. They have bilateral symmetry. They are triploblastic pseudocoelomates. Alimentary canal is complete with a proper mouth and anus and a well-developed muscular pharynx. Excretory tube removes the body waste with the help of from the body cavity with the help of some pore-like structures called excretory pore. They are dioecious, that means males and females are separate. Often females are longer than males. Their fertilization is internal, that means it occurs inside the organism. Development may be direct, that means they can give the birth to young ones which looks exactly like that of the parents, or maybe indirect with some larval stages. These are the points that you need to remember regarding the phylum Astralmenthes. The next phylum that we have is Annelida. So in this Annelida word, what we can see a term called annulus. Annulus, which means little rings. So when we will be seeing these organisms, we will see that they have little ring-like structures in their body, and how it is present we will see just in a few moments. So the first thing that you need to remember from this characters of annelida is they may be aquatic. If they are aquatic, they can be either marine or freshwater. That means in aquatic environment, they can live in salty water as well as in fresh water. They can be terrestrial, they can be free living, and sometimes parasitic. Not always, but sometimes parasitic. Yes, some of these annelidas, I'll give you an example, which is parasitic in nature. But what kind of parasite they are? They are ectoparasites. They are ectoparasites. That means they are present outside the body and they hang upon an organ. They take the nutrition from them. Once they are filled up, they release the body. What kind of level of organization they show? They show organ system level organization. They are bilaterally symmetrical. They are triploblastic in nature. They are metamerically segmented and coelomate animals. Very important. You know about organ system level organization. You know about bilateral symmetry. You know about triploblastic. You know what does it means to be a coelomate organism. What is the meaning of the term metamerically segmented? It means their body contains a small segments. Their body is made up of many segments which are joined to one another. We can distinctly see the segments in their body. For example, if you see an earthworm, here you can see the diagram of an earthworm. So if you see an earthworm, its body is segmented, right? Its body is segmented. So if I try to draw an earthworm, it will look like this. Their body is segmented. Their body is segmented, right? And this kind of segmentation is called, they are metamerically segmented. This kind of segmentation is called metamerically segmented. Metamerically segmented or metamerical segmentation. Segmentation, that is a proper word to be used. Their body surface is distinctly marked out into segments known as metameres or annulus, which is basically means little rings. Let me show you with the help of a diagram. तो अगर आप यहाँ से छोटा सा एक सेगमेंट उठाते हो ना, एक छोटा सा आप सेगमेंट उठाते हो और इसको आप साइड से देखते हो, इट विल गिव यू अ सर्कुलर शेप. ऐसा सर्कुलर शेप आपको दिखेगा, ठीक है? And each of these ones are called metameres. These are called metameres, or you can say annulus, जिसका मतलब मैंने पहले ही बताया क्या होता है, little ring, little rings. I've told you ना that whenever we will see this phylum, उसमें क्या रहेगा, उसमें little rings रहेगा. So that is how the little rings are present. ठीक है? That is, their body is having distinctive segmentation, that is called metamerical segmentation. इसमें एक एक सेगमेंट को हम लोग मेटामियस या एनुलस कहते हैं, जो कि छोटा छोटा रिंग टाइप का होता है. They contain longitudinal and circular muscle which help them in locomotion. ठीक है? तो अगर आप एक छोटे से डायग्राम से इसको समझो, जैसे मान लो मैं एक सेगमेंट ये हो गया, दूसरा सेगमेंट ये हो गया, तीसरा सेगमेंट ऐसा हो गया, चौथा, पांचवा एंड सो ऑन. ठीक है? तो ये जो अपने पास सर्कुलर स्ट्रक्चर है, ये मैं ऊपर से देख रहा हूँ, राइट, टॉप व्यू. तो दीज मेटामियर्स आर कनेक्टेड विथ ईच अदर with the help of longitudinal muscle. Longitudinal muscle. And if you see the annulus or these little rings, तो यहाँ पर भी तो मसल होगा ना. यहाँ पर किस टाइप का मसल होता है? इसमें सर्कुलर मसल्स होता है. सर्कुलर मसल्स, ये दोनों मसल्स जो है एक साथ काम करके किस में हेल्प करता है? इट हेल्प्स इन इट्स लोकोमोशन. सम ऑफ दिस एनेलिडा, कुछ एनेलिडा ऐसा भी है जिसमें कुछ लैटरल अपेंडेजेस देखा जाता है, जिसको हम लोग पैरापोडिया कहते हैं, विच इज यूज्ड फॉर स्विमिंग, और वी कैन कॉल देम सीटा, विच हेल्प्स इट फॉर क्रॉलिंग. इन देम closed circulatory system is present. They have a special cells called nephridia, which helps in osmoregulation and excretion. They have neural system consisting of paired ganglia connected by lateral nerves to a double ventral nerve cord. Let us try to understand this point number 7 with the help of a diagram. तो देखो इस एनिलिडा के स्ट्रक्चर में क्या होता है, दे हैव गैंग्लिया which are connected with each other and also they have structures like this. ठीक है, तो ये अपना क्या है, ये अपना है गैंग्लिया जो कि पेयर्ड है. हाउ मेनी गैंग्लियाज, दे हैव 2 गैंग्लियाज, 2 गैंग्लिया है. ठीक है, कनेक्टेड बाय lateral nerves. Okay, and how many ventral nerve cord they have? They have double ventral nerve cord. They have double ventral nerve cord. Most of these organisms are hermaphrodite. That means in the same organism you find the male and female structures. Some of these annelidas are unisexual and they reproduce by the process of sexual reproduction. Examples are Nereis, Perathema posthuma, and Hirudinaria granulosa, also referred to as leech. Perathema posthuma is the scientific name of earthworm. तो यहाँ पे थोड़ा डायग्राम भी देख लेते हैं. The first diagram that you can see is the diagram of Nereis. It is an aquatic annelida जिसमें ये जो structures आपको दिख रहा है ना, these are called parapodia. Which helps them to swim. This is Perathema posthuma, also referred to as earthworm, and this is the diagram of Hirudinaria, also referred to as leech. I guess you have seen leech. देखिए वो leech किसी के body structure में अटक जाता है. With the help of these structures called suckers, they take the nutrition and then they release the body once they are fully filled up. So this is an ectoparasite. मैंने बोला था कि कुछ होता है parasitic. So this is an ectoparasite. ठीक है, अब competitive exam के लिए हम लोगों को क्या क्या याद रखना होगा. Annelids are the first coelomates. They exhibit true metameric segmentation with a tube-in-tube body plan with proper mouth and anus. Segmentation होता है, tube-in-tube body plan है, मतलब elementary canal complete है with a proper mouth and anus. They show closed circulation. ये point बहुत important है. They were the first one to show the closed circulation where they have hemoglobin or erythrocurin, that is the pigment that carries oxygen in them, and they are directly dissolved. RBC is not present. RBC is absent in them. In our body, in case of human beings, we have hemoglobin, but that is present inside the RBC. It is not directly dissolved inside the plasma. In them, the hemoglobin or this erythrocurin, these pigments are directly dissolved inside the plasma. Their development may be direct or indirect. If it is indirect, then it is through larval stage, which is called trochophore. The CNS contains a pair of cerebral ganglia connected to solid double midventral nerve cord that we have discussed just now in this diagram. And the excretion occurs through the structures called nephridia. So what are the points that we need to keep in our mind? Let us revise it once again. They are aquatic, that means they can be found in marine or freshwater environment. They can be terrestrial, free living or parasitic. I've given you the example of this parasitic nature, that is leech, also called Hirudinaria granulosa. They have organ system level organization, bilateral symmetry, they are triploblastic, they are metamerically segmented and coelomate animals. Their body is distinctly marked with these structures called annulus, whose diagram you can see. They contain longitudinal and circular muscle which helps in locomotion. Some of them contain these lateral appendages called parapodia or seta. Their circulatory system is closed. They have structures called nephridia, which helps in osmoregulation and excretion. Their neural system contains paired ganglia. You can refer to this diagram. It contains paired ganglia connected by lateral nerves and a double ventral nerve cord. They are hermaphrodite. Some of them are unisexual, and the reproduction occurs through sexual means of reproduction. Examples are given hereby. So this is about the phylum Annelida.